Welcome to another episode of Phi-lay, y'all. And this time, we are chronicling the story of Jocelyn Crawford. She is the better half of one of my favorite couples out here in LA, the Crawfords. And she's the Philly half. Yep, that's right, the other half's from New York. We don't care. But the Philly half, she's now a wife, a dope mom, and the special events planner for all the celebs. I know you want to know how, why, and what she's doing in LA. That's what Phi-lay is about. So coming up, Jocelyn Crawford with Phi-lay. Look at Jocelyn, y'all.
I always dress like the theme. Can you guess?
80s.
Clothes.
Neon.
Yes, glow in the dark. Neon glow in the dark.
So Josh, as you're getting ready, let's talk real quick.
Okay.
Let's talk about, because I never really asked you this, about your journey to LA.
Oh,
Yes, and how you even got here, because I know you were only one baby in when you first moved here.
No, wasn't even.
Oh.
Wasn't even. I moved out here, got married in Philly, and then obviously started a life here. The rest is history. I've been here 12 years. Long time.
So Josh, you made your LA story real short and sweet, but
Oh,
nobody gets here that fast. You know that, right? Like, it's always a process. Because it's like, okay, so Fred's from New York, you're from Philly. Why are y'all
Okay, I can elaborate.
Okay, tell me.
So, let's see. Let me get the cupcakes.
Okay. So Josh, let me ask you a question, because I know Fred was already out in LA. Y'all got married in Philly, right?
Yes.
Fred was already in LA. He was like, come out, like, this is the move.
Yeah, we were dating long distance for a while, and he proposed, and he said, come to LA in January. I didn't come until an engagement because I'm not moving until hello. So this was the move. When we met, I had no idea he was in LA. Never thought about moving to LA, and was born and raised in Philly all my life. Went to Drexel University. I didn't even leave Philly for college.
This is why I wanted you to talk more, because I was like, a lot of Philly people don't leave.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the fact that you left and went all the way and then really ain't never looked back. I mean, besides going to visit for holidays or birthdays.
Go back twice a year, but I mean, I'm comfortable in saying I've made my own way here, and I love LA. I really do. I'm a Philly girl at heart. I'm all about Philly and cheesesteaks and my family.
Tell them what you miss. Don't make them feel bad. Tell them what you miss.
What I miss so much. Honestly, I miss my family. That's what I truly miss. You can't help but miss the food, miss Philly people.
Cheap, good food.
Cheesesteaks, tasty cakes, and pretzels. And oh my God. Summer though, water ice.
But they got a Rita's out here now.
Rita's don't count.
Okay, I was just
all them little bits of fruit. I'm not a Rita's girl. I'm that.
Yeah. Do you miss, like, because a lot of people say the people in Philly are different from LA, and you work with a lot of like celebrities, which exemplifies LA.
Right.
So how is that for you, being a Philly girl, interacting with this whole LA scene?
I was blessed because Fred was already in entertainment, so I kind of jumped on his friends and became friends with them, and he's surrounded by such amazing people. And he was out here 20 plus years prior to me coming, so he had a good history, and his feet were planted, so I was just blessed. I think if I would have just come out like most people, I think you either you move for love or money, and
Pick
I moved
which one
for love first.
Money. But wait, so let me ask you this. It's funny because even though Fred already knew people and stuff, like, you're a Philly girl, and I know I'm not born and raised in Philly, but I had to adjust my attitude when I got here because I realized that people are nice for no reason.
Right.
Like, there's no road rage really here.
Oh, no.
They look down on you if you honk your horn.
Oh, yes.
Like, it's very interesting. Like, your stress levels seem to be a little bit pushed down.
And you know what? You can't beat bright and sunny weather. It's almost impossible to be mad when it's sunny all the time.
That's true. That's true.
So even if you're having a messed up day, you just go outside and you're like, you know what? Palm trees, and you can see the mountains while you're on the freeway, and you just have to take it all in because, it's a very different way of life.
It is.
From, compared to Philly, but you can't beat it. I'm happy I'm here.
Let the games begin, but that's what I just told the same thing just happened.
you're wild, but you came to LA, you met Fred, but from what point did you know, okay, I'm getting to LA and I know I'm gonna be a mom and a wife? What did you want to do with your time?
I worked with autistic kids when I first came. Was new to LA, my son was born, and I didn't feel comfortable going back to work and not having a family base and leaving him to a nanny or, you know, someone to care for him. So I stayed home with him. He was 5, said I'm going back to work the top of the year, found out I was pregnant with my daughter. So I was a stay-at-home mom, blessed to be so. And I was going back into the workforce, and once I had her, I'm thinking another 5 years really, because I'm not going to give her any less that I gave him. And I'm like, I can't just sit and be idle. And I did my friend a favor by throwing her baby shower. Photos from the shower got out on social media, and from friends of friends, I got a call from Angela Simmons. She's like, hey, I saw the pictures from your event. It was so nice. I'm in New York. My sister's having a baby in LA. I need help planning her baby shower.
Was this something that Angela saw in the pictures that was like, okay, that's dope, I want that?
Yes.
Was it like something particular, or it was just like the whole thing just looked up?
She liked my chalkboard.
Okay.
And that's kind of a signature thing.
Oh, your chalkboard is like
So, you know, I'm freaking out because I'm like, I don't do this. I'm not an event planner. I was always the go-to for my family, but I'm like, I don't have a contract. I don't have a business plan.
Yeah, like
I don't have staff. I don't have a team. I don't have a website. I don't have an Instagram page.
But I'm not gonna say no to Angela.
But I'm not gonna say no because God was like, you're not gonna follow your dreams. I'm gonna just place it in your lap. So here I am. 2 years later, I've done Angela Simmons, I've done Shaquille O'Neal's daughter, I've done Kevin Hart's daughter's candy display, I've done events for Pooch Hall from the game. You name it, I've kind of touched it, which is a blessing and a curse.
Right.
Because I have, well, I don't know. I had a friend that has a sibling that's a celebrity. And so I went to their son's birthday party and he was like, Joss, I was gonna call you, but I can't afford you. And I'm like,
I think that's dope.
I'm like, you can't, yes you can. So
No, you can't. Because if you think you can, you probably can. They probably would.
no,
That's
I'm
dope
like,
that they think that you're so dope.
I know.
And a whole nother tier that we haven't gotten there yet.
But I don't want to be like pigeonholed into a celebrity event planner. Like I love doing events. I think it's a challenge when the budget is small, honestly, because it brings out more of my creativity and I really have to really work to make it look beautiful. If you have endless money, I mean, you can buy whatever, you can create whatever, but when you got a penny pinch and you still, your name is on it, like I refuse to use plastic tablecloths. I won't charge a client to use my linens because I'm not, my name is on it.
And they're beautiful linens and they're ironed and everything.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Wow, so what's next? This is Cairo's collection. We haven't even acknowledged the name.
Cairo's Custom
Custom
Event.
Event.
Yes.
Cairo's
Which is
Custom
named after my daughter Cairo because she's the reason why I didn't go back into the workforce. She's the reason when I found out I was pregnant with her that I knew I would be home again as a stay-at-home mom. And I said, you know what? I need to do something else, but I didn't know it was event planning. It just fell in my lap.
So motivate the folks based on your story on why it was dope that you left and you had the Philly grown up.
So Philly is where I think I got my drive. You know, like Philly people are go-getters. They figure it out. I mean, you know, but I think Philly just being down to earth, everyone always say, you're so sweet, you're down to earth, you're just, you know, and I'm like, it gotta be Philly.
It is. And this is from Jocelyn from what part of Philly? North, right?
No,
What part of Philly you from?
Southwest.
My bad. Not that anybody. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Southwest Philly.
The area that'll never be gentrified. But listen, not just that, but like this is Jocelyn who left Philly. Like you said, you were working at autism, and then you went to a totally different field, which I think is the most inspiring part of your story.
Yeah.
And you're happy.
I am ecstatic because, you know, like I said, I went to Drexel University. I got married before I had kids. You know, it's like all of these things that you think, you know, my life is in line. You know, I got a degree and this, that, and the other. I'm not I mean, you know, business-wise, I'm using those things, but it just shows you that God can take you in a different path, and you know, you just have to be open and honest. And it hasn't been easy. I'm grinding, making it happen, but I love it. And when you love what you do, it's not work.
And you're established and respected, and that's even cherry on top.
Phi-lay. Be inspired, be motivated.